Good morning, students. As in previous video, I started the chapter packing, in which I told you that this extract has been taken from the novel Three Men in a Boat, written by Jerome K. Jerome. I have also told you that Jerome K. Jerome, the writer, and his two other friends, George and Harris, all these three planned to go on a boat trip in a river, and they were preparing to pack the luggage. I have also told you, you have studied that first of all, the narrator Jerome K. Jerome desired to pack the bag, and he advised his two friends George and Harris to sit and wait. Up to this part you have studied, and you have also studied that the narrator Jerome K. Jerome packed one bag. Then what happened? Today you are going to study. Now students, open your book at page number 83 and see paragraph number 4. Half part of this paragraph I have taught, half portion of this paragraph is left. Now see this paragraph. Aren't you going to put the boots in? Said Harris, and I looked around and found I had forgotten them. Students, when Jerome K. Jerome had packed a bag at that and strapped it, at that time Harris, his friend, asked him whether he had packed his boot inside the bag or not. At that moment, the narrator, Miss Jerome K. Jerome, could not remember whether he had packed or not, so he had to open the bag again and to pack the boot inside the bag. Aren't you going to put the boots in? Said Harris, and I looked around and found I had forgotten them. That's just like Harris, he could not have said a word until I had got the bag shut and strapped. Of course, and George laughed. At that time George was laughing. One of those irritating, senseless laughs of his, they do make me so wild. Wild means violent. Wild means violent, excited. While he had packed the bag, then Harris asked him about the boot, whether he had packed or not. Then the narrator had to open the bag again. Narrator was forgetfulness, and many times he had committed mistakes. He did not remember whether he had packed his toothbrush or boot or spectacles, whatever things were there. See further. I opened the bag and packed the boots in, and then just as I was going to close it, a horrible idea occurred to me. Had I packed my toothbrush? I don't know how it is, but I never do know whether I have packed my toothbrush. After packing boot inside the bag, narrator Jerome K. Jerome could not remember that he had packed the toothbrush inside the bag or not. He forgot it. My toothbrush is a thing that haunts me, that comes again and again in the mind, that troubles him when I am traveling and makes me my life a misery. I dream that I have not packed it and wake up in a cold perspiration. Perspiration is sweat. When the drops of sweat comes out of your body, it is known as perspiration. Perspire. Now, he was thinking, he was remembering whether he had packed his toothbrush inside the bag or not. And he was perspiring. And get out of bed and hunt for it. And in the morning I pack it before I have used it, and have to unpack again to get it. And it is always the last thing I turn out of the bag, and then I repack and forgot it, and have to rush upstairs for it at the last moment and carry it to the railway station, wrapped up in my pocket handkerchief. Now, at last, he searched here and there, and he reopened the bag again and packed it. Then he went to railway station. Of course, I had to turn every mortal thing out. Mortal thing? Every ordinary thing. While every ordinary things he had to pack or he had to search, such type of confusion came in his mind. Of course, I had to turn every mortal thing out now, and of course I could not find it. I rummaged. Rummaged means searched in a hurry. Searched in a hurry. He was searching in a hurry. The things up into much the same state that they must have been before the world was created. And when chaos reigned, chaos means confusion. Reigned means governed over him. When confusion came in his mind, of course I found George and Harris 18 times over, but I could not find my own. Students, while he was searching toothbrush, opening the bag again and again, he 18 times he found the brush of Harris and the brush of George, but he did not find one time his own brush. Yes. I put the things back one by one and held everything up and shook it. Then I found it inside in a boot. I sprayed once more, and at last he found that he had packed the toothbrush in a boot. At last he found it and packed again. When I had finished, George asked if the soap was in. I said I did not care a hang whether the soap was in or whether it was not, and I slammed the bag shut and strapped it, and found that I had packed my spectacles in it and had to reopen it. Students, when he had packed the bag again, then his friend George asked him whether he had packed the soap or not inside the bag. Again he forgot and he did not remember whether he had packed his soap inside the bag or not. On the other hand, he also thought about his spectacles, that he had packed the spectacles inside the bag, then how he would wear it. This was problem. Then he again opened the bag. Then it got shut up finally at 10:05 p.m. and then there remained the hampers to do. And it took time up to 10:05 p.m. he had packed one bag. Then hampers were left. Hampers means large baskets. Then after packing that bag, that Jerome had packed, the baskets were left to be packed, and he had given chance to his other two friends, George and Harris. Now see how. Harris said that we should be wanting to start in less than 12 hours time, and thought that he and George had better do the rest, and I agreed and sat down and they had a go. And then the turn of Harris and George came. At that time Jerome was sitting and they started packing. They began in a light-hearted spirit, evidently intending to show me how to do it. I made no comment. I only waited. With the exception of George, Harris is the worst packer in this world. Now, when Harris and George, two friends of narrator Jerome, were packing the hampers, at that time the narrator was sitting silently and he did not remark, and he thought that Harris was the worst packer in this world. And I looked at the piles of plates and cups and kettles and bottles and jars and pies and stoves and cakes and tomatoes, etc., and felt that the things would soon become exciting. And while we saw that the many materials were kept there, it was the store of piles of plates, cups, kettles, bottles and jars and stoves, pies, cakes and tomatoes. All these materials were kept there. There was a store of these things, and the narrator was thinking that they would be exciting for those two friends, Harris and George. In this way, students, up to this part we have studied how the narrator Jerome packed first of all a bag and strapped it, and he was so forgetful that he did not remember whether he had packed his boot, his toothbrush, his spectacles, soap, etc. inside the bag. And at last, when he completed the packing of a bag, then he gave chance to those two friends, George and Harris, to pack the hampers that were left, and many things just like kettle, tomato, and many materials that were kept there to be packed. He gave chance to pack to his two friends, George, and they started packing. Further, what happened, students, I will tell you next day. You have to write the difficult word meanings in your notebook and revise the lesson up to this part. Thank you.